Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. You can email me at talktopfc@yahoo.com. It's talk the number 2 pfc@yahoo.com. Follow me on TikTok. My name Terry Sloan 677. So there's this video going around of Jamie Raskin, who's talking about Civil War and all this junk. That if Trump wins, they're going to implement the 14th Amendment, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, about insurrection and all this garbage. Trump's never been charged with that, let alone put on trial or found guilty of it. So the fact that they think they could just say these things and it happens, that's not how our Constitution works. But with that being said, these people are so radical that if you really truly, even if you're in the middle, if you really truly watch and listen to them, all they talk about are things that Trump has said, or J.D. Vance has said, or the right has said, however you want to say it. They don't ever really talk about the policies or anything. Everybody's talking about Kamala Harris. You know, she's been the so-called selected nominee for, 20 days now or something. She won't answer once. She won't even take a question, let alone answer it. She has not done a single sit-down interview. This Waltz is obviously, he's just evil in my opinion. Just go look at it, what he's done to Minnesota. Tampons in the boys' bathrooms, literally charging people with a criminal offense, or threatening to take their children away if they don't agree to give them sex changes, giving license to illegal aliens, lying about his military service, on and on and on. But I think the biggest takeaway from all this is this starts out as a talking point. You know, this video's gone viral. A lot of people are talking about it. But I don't think a lot of people truly comprehend what civil war in the United States would look like. For one, a large portion of our society would collapse or die immediately. All these tree huggers, these people that believe no one should have guns and have no clue how to survive without air conditioning, electricity, and all. I mean, those people automatically would be gone. Then you'd have uprisings of gangs, or I don't know what you'd want to classify them as, mobs, whatever, that are going to rape, steal, pillage, kill, whatever they have to do just to survive. Then you'll have, and this will be the big cities first. Then you'll have get into the suburbs and the rural areas and everything else, where you have country folk, farmers, hillbillies, whatever you want to call them, that know how to hunt and fish and survive off the land if need be, know how to get through a night or a day without air conditioning or electricity, that do have self-protection, have extra ammo and some food and water and all this stuff. But I don't think people really grasp the devastation. It wouldn't be like the Civil War we see in the 1800s. This would be a complete devastation of our country, because our country at this point has gotten so divided that even once things cooled off, if they did, without completely destroying our country, especially those that are in power now, would, in my opinion, they wouldn't let go of power. They would use this for the excuse to suspend the election, or martial law 2.0, because they're not going to, all of the luxuries and freedoms we enjoy today would be gone immediately. Not to mention the devastation that would take place across our country. So when you hear these people like Jamie Raskin and all these far, far left radicals talking about this stuff, they're not just talking. This is what they're talking about in public, so you can only imagine what they're talking about in private. And don't fool yourself to think for a minute that they aren't, one, either planning, or two, truly hoping that they can get something along these lines to take place. They've tried to bankrupt Trump. They've tried to put Trump in jail. They've tried to kill Donald Trump. They've tried smearing his name. Nothing has worked. So they have one of two options left. They can either start World War III, or they can start civil war here in America. Because regardless of what you're seeing on mainstream media and all these polls and all this garbage, we still have at least 2.5 months until the election. This big high that Kamala and Walz are on is not going to last. People are starting to wake up and see the truth. The polls are starting to switch back to reality. And as soon as she starts doing interviews and actually taking questions and answering them, people are going to see the real person. Not to mention, this is the first week we've seen him waltz out, and he's already making a fool of himself, and the truth is coming out about who this man really is. So, in my opinion, it's going to swing back to reality, and Lord willing, Trump and Vance will be our next president. If you would, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that. Let me know what you think about this, and we'll see you on the next one.